guys, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be reacting to more videos today. First up is a recommendation by Garnet Dragon 7120. This is Ballistic Boys. Once again, really enjoying getting into them. Ding ding dong. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, this is really different from everything else that I've heard from them. Ooh, interesting change for the pre-chorus. Oh, yeah, okay. Ooh, that was nice. That change is so interesting. I wonder why they went with that. That part in the background, right here. Oh, they didn't do it there. But I wonder, it sounds like that's voices. Right there. Rather than like a synthetic instrument. Alright, bridge. Okay, how different was this than everything else that I've heard from them? Definitely quite different. So I want to point out a couple of things and kind of my contrasting opinion on them. First of all, I think that this is a very interesting song. I don't think that for me, everything works cohesively together, and that's why I'm not necessarily a huge fan of it. So I think that if for me, the pre-chorus style doesn't really work with this particular song. I think, and the reason I say that is I think what they're trying to do is to lighten the load for because the chorus is very intense, and especially in comparison with the rap, they have the rap portions, and then they wanted to lighten it up a little bit before going heavy into the chorus. For me, in this case, it didn't really work because I'm not sure if it's because of the key that the voices were or just the way they kind of meshed together. I didn't really love that, but that's more of a songwriting issue. Like I said, rather than like a group issue, obviously. So for me, it just didn't kind of work together. So I really actually enjoyed the heaviness of the chorus. I'm not a huge fan of this style, that particular style, but I thought it really worked with the rap portion. So it felt like the pre-chorus and kind of bridge moments were kind of lost in the reflection. And I was trying to, figure out if because of the lyrics or something like that, if that's the reason they kind of went in that direction. And I'm not sure that I really understand from a songwriting perspective of why they particularly, oh my god, she can't speak English sometimes, why they decided to do that. So for me, I would prefer, because, I think they're such amazing singers. I'm sure that's why they wanted to focus on the singing portions. But I would have rather seen something a little more hard-hitting and really continuing along the same kind of lines with the rap and with the chorus. I do think that they could have done that with a singing portion, but I'm just not sure that this is the right way to go about that. I probably have to listen to it for a while to get a better grasp on what they were trying to do. I did notice that from the pre-chorus into the chorus, some of those chords matched, and so I'm sure that could have been part of the reason why. But like I said, I wanted to point that out, that I do think that this is an interesting song. So I think this is going to be kind of a song that's a little bit polarizing. I think there are going to be people who really, really like this song and people who don't necessarily like this song. For me, I've really enjoyed more of their singing kind of songs. I've really enjoyed, what was the one I just listened to not that long ago? I can't remember titles, guys. that really is not great. But when you have, it was a little more retro, that kind of thing. I really enjoyed that kind of song. I think I've listened to a ballad or so from them, and I felt like this more hard-hitting action I didn't just enjoy as much. But part of that is because I just don't enjoy that type of song very often. When I do enjoy that type of song, it has to be in very specific circumstances and from very particular, ways that it gets put together. It's one of those things where people will be like, oh, you don't put the same references on everything. And that's true, because music is a personal thing, right? It's something that, there are going to be things that I identify with in certain songs that you guys aren't going to identify with, right? And the same thing is what we prefer in sound versus what we don't prefer. Don't prefer versus do prefer. But that being said, I'm really curious as to what you guys think and feel about this particular song. Are you in the group that really loves it? Are you the group that doesn't like it and you're not sure about it? Or, how are you looking at it in a certain circumstance? For example, I think that you can look at this as another part of their discography and them trying something new, and that being a really good case for enjoying the song and appreciating it. Or you could look at it as, oh, well, I just love these pieces and that's why I really enjoy it. So that's why music is so subjective to people, and I, on this channel, really try to say everything that I'm thinking after a song, because I want to be open and honest and have these conversations with you guys about what my thoughts and feelings are and how I think about songs, because I think that's how we grow as music listeners, and also an understanding. That's something I just enjoy doing because I love music so much. So tell me what you guys thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Who is your bias and Ballistic Boys? And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.